Hey everybody, David Cav here, riding the rails. We are here in Champaign, the first night. Champaign-Urbana, we got people behind us waiting for the music to start. So we have the opening act, Justin, what's his name?
Rondon.
Justin Gerondon?
Rondon.
Justin Rondon. Okay. It's on camera, I've been corrected. He's shooting up right now. We're starting up soon. But I had to snag a quick interview with Dave Witzany, is that how you say your name?
Exactly right.
Who is the DJ for a Friday night show at WEFT.mp4 FM in Champaign-Urbana. And I want to thank you so much. He's a huge deal because when Riding the Rails was setting up the tour for Riding the Rails Memphis2 in Champaign-Urbana with the stuff behind the camera, thank you for the hookup there. He was kind enough to play my music on your show. Tell me a little bit about your show on Fridays.
Sure. The show is called We're Only in It for the Music because, frankly, when I look at the bands that play in Champaign-Urbana, most of them are not making a living by playing their music in Champaign. Even you're here raising money for a really good cause. So I decided that was a really good name for a show. And there's no musical format to the program because there's no musical format to the music that you can hear in Champaign-Urbana, especially if I carry the music out to Chicago or down to St. Louis. There's every kind of music you can think of. Classical music in town. We have death metal coming to Champaign soon. So whatever is out there, I'll play it on my show and make sure that people know where you can go out to hear all of that music.
So, in other words, by saying there's no format, you're saying that it's more of a hodgepodge. Does the show have that kind of feel as a hodgepodge feel, or is it? I mean, do you have a format as like this is the death metal portion, this is the classical portion, or what do you? So for someone like myself, who's not sure.
I do try to make it so that people won't turn off the show in the first hour. Okay. So I will tend to play the more listenable, whatever that means, music. But you know, by the second hour of the show, I'm thinking this is just a little bit too easy, and that's when I'll take music from a local bluegrass band, for example, and put it up against a really loud metal band, all in the same set. So you'll lure the people in to listen to the nice, Dave is still playing nice music, and you con them into listening to something that, okay, maybe they wouldn't go out to hear, but you know what, that's important too, is to know, I've never heard that band's music before, and now I know. Stay away from that concert. You know, I hope that people will hear the music and come out to see your show. But maybe somebody doesn't like a guy with guitar. Sorry.
True. No, it's true. It's true.
And so they should know. Don't go to Aroma tonight because they're not going to like.
Let's take that part out of the.
No, you can keep it in there because by the time you see this, you know. So Dave's absolutely right, though. Is that your price paying for getting you on camera?
Exactly. Get my dig in there if I have to be on film. It's true. No radio show, if you're doing a good job, no radio show should be completely listening to every single person. It's like listening to oldies radio, where it's only the music from this narrow, we'll only play the Beatles that everybody likes. So there's so much more music out there that everybody should kind of think, you know, I didn't really tune in to hear that. But if it's not too far off the field from what they listen to, at least they won't get up and change channels.
No, I dig it. I dig that you're so pro-diversity, and that people like myself, singer-songwriters and grassroots organizations, really appreciate that because, especially in the movement of independent music these days, I think it's more important to do such a movement. So people like yourself and programs such as yours is huge, not only I think for people like myself in Riding the Rails per se, but for Champaign-Urbana and the small towns, whatever that means, I put in quotes.
Sure.
I think it's huge. So your show is called We're Only in It for the Music, and there's Friday nights?
I'm from 6 until 8, but basically the entire station is the same premise as my show. It's just typically one show will play blues, the next show will play jazz, and then there'll be some world music. So most people's shows might be a little bit more specific, but the station as a whole, again, I can guarantee you that everybody watching this will find something to not like, but I'm betting that most of what we play, people will like.
That's a good claim to fame, for lack of better terms.
The other way to look at it is if you tune into WEFT and you don't like what you hear, our shows are only for 2 hours, come back in 2 hours, the music will be completely different. Which is 90.1 FM if you're in the area, and WEFT.org for those of you anywhere else if you've got internet access.
I think he's better than I am. Is what I was going to ask him. So, Dave,
I can just keep going.
oh, one more question. How long have you been doing this?
15 years.
15 years.
2 hours a week for 15 years. You eventually
Here at WEFT
in Champaign. Right.
Really?
I'm a computer programmer by trade. Nobody who's on the air
I didn't know that.
has.
See, Lisette, who's filming, I did not know that. Lisette, you lived here for like almost.
Well, no, 2002.
But no.
Yeah, enough time. Didn't know that.
I've been here since the very early 80s. On the air at left almost there.
Well, even more so. Thank you for playing my music and for. Did you like what you heard?
I love the songs. He gave WEFT 2 copies of his albums, 2
All
different
right.
albums. So, and I know since I left the albums at the station, I'm not the only person playing David's music. So.
All right.
Thank you. Sure. So again, the website is WEFT.org, like EFT.org. Dave, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us.
And you've got to come back again sometime now that people know.
That's the plan. I will be back at Aroma, and many thanks. So on with the show.